298 people died when the plane crashed in Ukraine nearly 5 years ago. The Trump administration revolving door spins again. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan has dropped out of the nominating process for the job full-time. It comes after the publication of details on domestic violence incidents surrounding a difficult divorce. CBS's David Martin.
He had the votes to be confirmed until this became known. And it just raised too many questions. You can only imagine what kind of confirmation hearing this would be like.
President Trump says he only learned about Shanahan's troubles Monday and says he didn't push him out. Those remarks came as he left Washington for Florida to formally start his re-election bid. CBS's Stephen Portnoy is in Orlando.
As he formally begins asking Americans to keep him in office, Donald Trump casts himself as a president under siege.
Our radical Democrat opponents are driven by hatred, prejudice, and rage. They want to destroy you, and they want to destroy our country as we know it. Not acceptable. It's not going to happen.
The president urged this arena full of roaring supporters to trigger an earthquake at the ballot box next year. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Orlando.
Kansas City, Missouri has a new mayor with an epic backstory. Quentin Lucas says his family was homeless during much of his childhood. Hard work got him to college, law school, and a law practice. The lesson?
No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what circumstance you find yourselves in our Kansas City, we always believe that you have an opportunity. We always believe that you can persevere.
S&P futures are up a half. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Pros do it right to get more bang for your buck because putting more toward your bottom line is good for business. Lowe's is here to help with everyday savings, whether finishing up a property or updating one. Stop in now and get a GE Smart Air Conditioner at our everyday low price of just $349. Its connected functionality enables full control from the convenience of a smart device. Plus, save $20 on select Harbor Breeze ceiling fans, now just $49.98. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/23 U.S. only.
Academy Award winner Kevin Costner stars in Paramount Network's Yellowstone.
All the angels are gone, son. There's only devils left.
Season 2 of cable's #1 new drama premieres tonight at 10.
The walls are closing in on all sides. We're fighting to survive.
Loyalty, morality, not part of the equation.
We're about to find out how big a role you play in this family, son. You understand what I'm asking? Oh, my God.
Yellowstone Season 2 premieres tonight at 10/9 Central on the new Paramount Network.
As part of our Travel Smart series this week, CBS's Steve Futterman looks at how the Las Vegas massacre forced some changes in the way hotels try to keep their guests safe.
Hotel security has changed following the Mandalay Bay massacre.
Hotels immediately started doing detailed assessments.
Paul Frederick is with Hospitality Security Advisors. There are new policies. Bjorn Hansen says traditional do not disturb signs are a thing of the past.
Almost every hotel does an inspection every day.
And some remarkable high-tech products are on the way. Martin Cronin's company has a system that uses cognitive microwave radar
to employ invisible technology to identify a gun or an explosive device.
Steve Futterman, CBS News.
An Esterville, Iowa man has been arrested for stealing $30,000 from a high school booster club. He was the club's treasurer. I'm Peter King, CBS News.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
Did you know that the IRS is getting more aggressive these days? They're using private agencies to track you down. Don't wait. If you owe more than $10,000, take advantage of the Fresh Start Initiative, a program in place that can help you now. You can save thousands and possibly have your taxes forgiven. There's help for those of you who owe $10,000 or more, but it's important that you take action before these programs change. Call the tax experts at Oxford Tax Partners for a free consultation now at 800-575-1919. That's 800-575-1919.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
You can now stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB more than ever before. You can now stay informed by following the Glasgow Electric Plant Board online on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Glasgow EPB, and on our website, glasgowepb.net. From staying updated during an outage to seeing updates about Glasgow EPB products and services, and even learning about ways to save energy and money on your bill, the Glasgow EPB has you covered. Online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on glasgowepb.net. The Glasgow EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, South Central Kentucky. It's 69 degrees here in the downtown studios of Glasgow, Kentucky, WCLU. I'm Wes Royce, your morning host for today, and we're going to get this morning started off with a few shout-outs to some of our birthday honorees. The phone lines are open here at 2... Sorry about that. We're going to have to close that down there. So we want to do the birthday shout-outs this morning. And we want to say happy birthday to Kenny Matthews. We've got Raylan Nunley on the list. Angela Levi is 14. We'll talk about her in just a moment. Carolyn Woodard has a birthday today. Ryan Murray, Alex Villarreal, Jonathan England, Pam Carter, Gary Payne. Happy birthday to Beth Guffey, Stephen Whitty. Also, we've got Randy and Julie Edwards on the list. And we are patting on the back by special request Angela Levi. If you see Angela Levi around town, pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends at WCLU at A Little Taste of Texas. All right, let's check that weather forecast now, and we'll hear from Ray Stachik at the Weather Channel. Ray?
Shower chances this morning, low but not zero. A couple of pockets of rain showers. An approaching cold front is going to bring more showers and thunderstorms in here as we head through probably tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like we'll have widespread showers, thunderstorms. So as we go through this morning, cloudy with a stray shower around this afternoon. A few thunderstorms will fire up, 85. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, and some of those storms could pack a punch with some gusty winds and hail, 68. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 81. And on Friday, we'll go to afternoon showers and thunderstorms and warmer temperatures in the upper 80s. Saturday, some scattered thunderstorms. On Sunday, still a few thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. So it looks like we stay in this wet weather pattern with some pockets of heavier rainfall here over the next few days. I'm meteorologist Ray Stachik from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's take a look at the current conditions right now. The barometer's at 29.83, and the winds are really calm. That, as Ray said, is going to change. We could see some heavy gusts making some of these storms that we're being predicted to have a little bit more, severe, if you will. It is 96% humidity out there. It is very humid this morning. Last 24 hours, we've gotten about 77/100 inches of rain so far. That is what we have in the way of the weather forecast. We've got a good show planned for you today. We have Robbie Fudge that's going to join us here about 6:30. That's going to be fun. We're going to be talking about the annual concert on the Square. Will it be on the Square, or will the rain push it to the Plaza Theater? Either way, two historical and wonderful places to see a wonderful annual tradition. We'll talk more about that as well. Good morning on Facebook Live to Roberta Houchin and Donita Runyon, who says good morning. And if you're watching on Facebook Live during trivia today, you're going to have an opportunity to win 2 tickets to Beach Bend. That's right. We'll tell you how to do that and participate on Facebook Live. And so stay tuned to that about 7 o'clock. So currently it's 6:10. We're at 69 degrees. Up next, it's Brennan Crane with the news here on WCLU.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
By PC and FINRA, investing in securities involves risks.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Barron County Fiscal Court met yesterday. The court was informed that the state has awarded around $200,000 to the county for a road project at Lectakino Road. The Barron County Sheriff's Department was approved to purchase noise-canceling radio headsets. Sheriff Kent Keene says these headsets will improve communication among deputies while in a tactical scene. The court also approved an ordinance created from a petition at a previous meeting. The petition and habitual ordinance brought about change on the Old Scottsville Loop. In the ordinance, the speed limit will be posted at 35 miles per hour and necessary school bus signs will be installed. The scheduled June 21st auction at the Old Barron County Detention Center is canceled, according to County Judge Executive Michael Hell. The auction will be rescheduled soon. And a bidding project is about to begin for a project on a county road. Asylum Road work will be publicly advertised soon. Police say a 3-day drug bust has led to the arrest of 12 people, the citation of 8 people, and the location of 1 fugitive. The investigation occurred June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd when the Kentucky State Police, Hart County Sheriff's Office, Greater Hardin County Narcotics Task Force, and the Mumfordville Police Department searched a detail in Bonnieville. 22 people were arrested and cited from the event. Through the investigation, police seized 450 grams of marijuana, 2 grams of crystal meth, 53 THC vapes, 77 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, 45 dosage units of MDMA, 20 dosage units of LSD, 3 amphetamines, 8 Adderall, 1 gram of THC wax, and 2 grams of cocaine. For a complete listing of those arrested, visit WCLUradio.com. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury yesterday morning around 6. Authorities say the accident occurred at the 46th mile marker in the southbound lane on Interstate 65. There was also an accident last night around 9 o'clock. The accident occurred on the outer loop at the North Jackson Highway intersection in Glasgow. FBI officials say they think no foul play was involved in the death of a woman found in Mammoth Cave National Park. News outlets report the body of 23-year-old Mariah Amber DeCrue was discovered in a cemetery on park grounds in March. Investigators said they had determined the cause of death to be related to acute intoxication. In other words, she ingested too much of an antihistamine used in certain types of allergy and sleep medications like Benadryl or ZQuil. The manner of death is listed as undetermined, but authorities say no foul play is suspected. Park rangers called in the FBI because the body was found on national park property. We have 6:14, 69 degrees. We'll be right back for more local news.
Riley Dental Group, a group of dedicated and highly trained dentists who are committed to you and your family's dental health. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. 3 professionals who encourage and facilitate excellent dental care. With the latest in technology, Riley Dental Group offers sedation dentistry for many procedures. They are the well-established source for dental implants in this area, which has changed so many patients' lives. Of course, dental care begins with hygiene. The dental hygienists at Riley Dental Group keep your teeth clean and coach you as you take care of your teeth at home. Commit to taking better care of your dental health. Get the Riley Dental Group on your side today. Call 651-5939. That's 651-5939 and get started. Riley Dental Group, 101 State Avenue in Glasgow.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
In more news this hour, a Muslim advocacy group wants Kentucky authorities to investigate vandalism on a mural of boxing champion Muhammad Ali as a possible hate crime. The Kentucky chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations made the request in a news release Monday. CARE Kentucky Chair Wahida Muhammad says, quote, "As Americans, we must continue to stand up and loudly say no to hatred and division." The words racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobe were painted in orange over Ali's portion of the Kentucky Rushmore mural that features other icons from the state, including Abraham Lincoln. An employee at a nearby candy store first noticed the graffiti June 12th. The vandalism came days after Louisville celebrated Ali Week to honor the Kentucky native who died in 2016. It's unclear whether police have identified a suspect. Kentucky's lieutenant governor has criticized Governor Matt Bevin's chief of staff, saying he overstepped his boundaries in authorizing the firing of her deputy chief of staff. Lieutenant Governor Jeanne Hampton ratcheted up her dispute with Bevin's administration over Adrian Southworth's ouster. Hampton said Tuesday that Kentuckians should be concerned that an unelected bureaucrat appears to have power over the lieutenant governor's office. Bevin's chief of staff, Blake Brickman, recently told the Courier-Journal he authorized Southworth's firing. Brickman says she repeatedly demonstrated poor judgment. Bevin's office didn't immediately respond to Hampton's statement. Hampton says she intends to defy the firing, saying Southworth will continue to assist her, tracking her time until she's officially reinstated so she can receive back pay. Bevin dropped Hampton from his ticket in his re-election bid this year. Kentucky police have honored a pizza delivery driver they say rescued two girls who were being abused by their father. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports Mark Bude was honored Tuesday by the Lexington Police Department. Police say Bude was delivering a pizza to an area motel last November and knocked on the door, which opened to reveal a man and a naked child on a bed behind him. Police say the scene caused Bude to alert authorities, who responded and found two girls hiding in the room. They say a subsequent investigation led authorities to believe the man had been abusing his daughters. Police didn't release the man's identity, but said he was charged with multiple offenses. Other people, including the involved officers, were also honored Tuesday. Kentucky transportation officials say they will begin issuing new driver's licenses this month that are designed to comply with a federal travel law. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says in a statement that it will begin rolling out the licenses in Franklin County on June 28th as part of a pilot program before the licenses are issued statewide. County driver's licensing offices will be closed June 27th to prepare. The pilot program will also include Woodford and Hart counties, and the rollout dates there will be announced soon. Vehicle Regulation Commissioner Matt Henderson says with the updates, Kentucky licenses will be, quote, among the most secure in the nation. Other Kentucky counties will be added this summer after the test pilot ends. The Real ID enforcement deadline is October 2020. A Kentucky agency says it has secured another $5 million federal grant to continue a program providing youth support services. Kentucky's Department for Behavioral Health Developmental and Intellectual Disabilities says the latest grant will continue the program through March 2024. The Transition Age Youth Launching Realized Dreams program allows youth ages 16 to 25 to easily access quality, developmentally appropriate, youth-driven support services. Officials say the goal is to help participants achieve their goals and transition into adulthood successfully. Officials say available services include expedited assistance in located housing, mental health services, and substance abuse treatment. Since 2014, the program has helped more than 1,900 youth. Officials say youth and young adults can visit one of Kentucky's 20 drop-in sites to access behavioral health services. We have 69 degrees. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Barring any additional delays, Kentucky is just days away from starting the rollout of its new driver's license.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says the rollout will begin in Franklin County on June 28th. It's considered the pilot phase of the program, which aims to make Kentucky compliant with federal standards going into place in 2020. This comes after the rollout was delayed several times following issues with testing. Kentuckians will need the new IDs if they want to travel on domestic flights or enter military bases. Woodford and Hart counties are expected to be the next to offer the new IDs. I'm Haley Hansen.
Federal prosecutors are questioning the legality of large corporate contributions Jerry Lundergan made to the campaigns of his daughter, Allison Lundergan Grimes, for Secretary of State. Prosecutors allege Lundergan made more than $300,000 in illegally used corporate contributions to the state campaigns. They plan to introduce evidence of the contributions during the former Kentucky Democratic Party chairman's upcoming trial. That trial is related to contributions he allegedly made to Grimes' 2014 campaign for the U.S. Senate. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says there's no need to pay anyone reparations for slavery.
I don't think reparations for something that happened 150 years ago for whom none of us currently living are responsible is a good idea.
A House subcommittee meets today to discuss reparations. A Kentucky agency says it has secured another $5 million in federal grants to continue a program providing youth support services. Kentucky's Department for Behavioral Health, Developmental, and Intellectual Disabilities says the latest grant will continue the program through March of 2024. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com. It is 69 degrees, 623 in downtown Glasgow. In area funeral announcements of this hour, Ronald L. Massey, age 63 of Glasgow, passed away Tuesday. Arrangements are incomplete at this time but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. William Kenneth Gross, age 81 of Glasgow, died Tuesday at his home after a long illness. He was a former employee for John Botts Construction, Gross Oil Company, PCA, Western Tobacco Warehouse, a farmer, and most recently a residential painter. He was a member of the Dover Baptist Church at Haywood. He is survived by his wife of 62 years, Betty Lou Powell Gross, 1 son, Jeff Gross, 1 daughter, Myra Wheeler, 2 grandchildren, Ashley and Tyler Wheeler, 1 brother, Bobby Gross, 1 sister, Sue Yates, 3 nephews, Brad Gross, Bruce Gross, and John Yates, 1 niece, Lane Blaine, and uncle, Seth Thomas Gross. Funeral services for William Kenneth Gross will be at 1 p.m. on Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home with burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be Thursday from 3 until 8 p.m. and Friday after 8 a.m. Marvin Clay Berry, age 84 of Jackson, Tennessee, died Monday at the Jackson General Hospital. He was born in Bon Air and was son of the late Clarence Everett Berry and Flora Hampton Berry. Mr. Berry was a retired maintenance supervisor and had worked for Bruce's Flooring. After retirement, he worked as a mechanic, woodworker, and enjoyed restoring antique tractors. He was a member of the Pleasant Plain Church of Christ in Jackson. Survivors include his wife, Rebecca Miller Berry, daughter, Sandy Lewis, son, Timothy Clay Berry, all of Jackson, 2 grandchildren, Katie Mae Langlanais of Henderson, Tennessee, and Ashley K. Lewis of Jackson, a great-grandchild, Evelyn Langlanais of Henderson, Tennessee. Funeral services for Marvin Clay Berry will be at 2 p.m. Saturday at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home with burial in the Walnut Hill Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday from 4 until 8 p.m. and on Saturday until time for services at the funeral home. Funeral services for Lois Chisholm, age 89 of Glasgow, will be at 2 p.m. Thursday at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home with burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be today after 3 p.m. and on Thursday until time for service at the funeral home. Funeral services for Marilyn Joan Foxworthy Wilkinson, age 86 of Glasgow, will be held at 1 p.m. Thursday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home with cremation to follow. Visitation will be after 10 a.m. Thursday at the funeral home. Alternate expressions of sympathy may take the form of contributions to Brawa or Hospice. Funeral services for Marie Cox Phillips, age 89 of Cub Run, will be at 3 p.m. today at the Cherry Springs Baptist Church with burial in the Cherry Springs Cemetery. Seagull Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Funeral services for Alice Lyndall Sumner, age 93 of Smiths Grove, will be at 1 p.m. today at Hardy & Son Funeral Home, Smiths Grove Chapel, with burial in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Contributions in Alvis's memory may be made to Oakland Baptist Church. Funeral services for Freddie D. Button, age 80 of Glasgow, will be at 2 p.m. today at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home with burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Alternate expressions of sympathy may take the form of donations to the Shanti Nicotin Hospice Home. Funeral services for Arthur Dwight Treadway, age 74 of Bowling Green, will be at 10:30 today at Hardy & Son Funeral Home, Bowling Green Chapel, with burial at Fairview Cemetery, number 2. Funeral services for Bobby Linwood Anderson, age 83 of Burkesville, will be held today at 11 a.m. at McMurtry Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Summershade Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Celebrate your memories. No two funerals are exactly alike. Personalization is a valuable consideration, whether the ceremony is elaborate or simple. Funerals are often individualized to reflect the life and values of the deceased.
This is Fallis Crow. It may reflect one's occupation, hobbies, or a lifetime of photo memories. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
It's the patriotic scenery and sounds you look forward to each year. The Glasgow Community Band's annual Concert on the Square is Thursday, June 20th. Bring a lawn chair and enjoy the easy side of the Glasgow Square facing City Hall and take in patriotic music and other favorites from around the world. The event is free. That's Thursday, June 20th at 7 p.m. on the Square in Glasgow for the Community Band's annual Concert on the Square. And it is 69 degrees, 628 here in downtown Glasgow, and it's time for your update of weather here. Let's, from the Weather Channel, hear from Ray Stajic. Ray?
An approaching cold front is going to bring more showers and thunderstorms in here. Tomorrow looks like we'll have widespread showers, thunderstorms. So as we go through this morning, cloudy with a stray shower around this afternoon. A few thunderstorms will fire up, 85. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, and some of those storms could pack a punch with some gusty winds and hail. 68. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 81. And on Friday, we'll go to afternoon showers and thunderstorms and warmer temperatures in the upper 80s. Saturday, some scattered thunderstorms. On Sunday, still a few thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
All right, and let's take a look at our current conditions, Robbie.
Well, Wes, this morning, the humidity is up at 96%. The winds are calm. The barometer is at 29.83. And our 24-hour rain total, we've had 77/100ths of an inch in the last 24 hours. And our current temperature here in Glasgow is 69 degrees, Wes.
And that completes our mic check this morning with guest host this morning, Robbie Fudge. Robbie, how are you, sir?
I am fantastic this morning.
It's a big week for you. Of course, tomorrow is the big day. It's the annual Concert on the Square, and I know you guys are pumped to put this thing on, weather be what it be. You've got two great places to have it.
That's right, Wes. We are excited. And, you know, I just want to give a shout-out to my band members in the community band. We've been working since March for this concert, and we've had a lot of tough rehearsals, a lot of great music. I've really challenged the band this spring, and I tell you what, I hope people get to come out and listen to the hard work. It's just a lot of great fun, great tunes, and you know, we do have two great places. We're hoping to be on the Square. There's nothing like an outdoor concert on the courthouse lawn. But if the weather is not cooperative, Carolyn down at the plaza, we've got a rain plan in case we need to have it. So we're going to have it rain or shine, Wes.
I think that's a great plan, and I mean, even if you do have it at the Plaza Theater, that's Again, it's still very much a hometown sort of deal. I know you guys will have handicap seating on the square. Otherwise, if you're not handicapped, really bring your own chair. Correct? That's kind of how that works?
That's right. A lot of people bring their own lawn chairs, or some people just bring out big blankets and
sure.
sit on the grass, So we will have limited seating for those that need seating. Mm-hmm. So on a first-come, first-served basis. It'll be right on the street off the curb there on the City Hall side of the square. I guess that's the east side of the square.
Yes,
okay?
that is correct.
Speaking of that, Wes, just to the people that are listening that are traveling, Glasgow Police Department, who just a great bunch of people that help us out, they're going to block the square off at around 5:30.
Okay, that's good to know.
Make some alternate plans, unless you're coming to the concert on the square and want to get an early seat.
Well, I mean, it's we can't stress it enough. It's a safety thing as much as anything. 5:30, the square is going to be blocked off right there, so just gotta kind of remember that.
Yeah, you can still get around about 3/4 of it, but you just can't come, in front of the City Hall.
That's right. And hey, why even fool with trying to get through the traffic? Just pull over and come see the show.
I'm telling you, it's going to start at 7 o'clock. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes worth of music. And Todd Steenbergen, one of our local educators who's very versed in history, is going to be our MC again this year. And
he'll do a fine job.
Oh, he will do a great job. He always throws in some little tidbits and things like that throughout the course of the evening. So it's just going to be a fantastic performance venue and great music.
We are going to pause for just a minute, Robbie, and we'll take a break. We're going to come back and do the birthday list for everybody just joining us. This is Robbie Fudge with the Glasgow Community Band joining me as a guest host today. And Robbie, we've got a special scenario for you today at trivia at 7 o'clock. We're going to have an extra winner. We're going to have a Facebook Live winner.
Okay.
So the first person to answer the trivia question correctly in the comment section today at trivia is going to win 2 tickets to Beach Bend. So,
boy, that's a double win-win there.
And we've got several folks watching on Facebook Live this morning. Everybody is sort of tuned in. So, hey, don't go anywhere. 7 o'clock, that's going to be pretty cool. Robbie will ask the difficult question, and hopefully you'll be one of 2 winners today. We'll come back, and Ralphie's Fun Center has the birthdays after this. Stay tuned.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book. And check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
No matter where you live in Southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
We're back on Good Morning Live right now, and Ralphie's Fun Center brings you the birthday list today. I'm going to cue the music, and Robbie, you give the shout-outs.
All right. Birthdays and anniversaries for today, Wednesday, June the 19th, 2019. Celebrating birthdays today, Kenny Matthews, Raylan Nunley, number 7. Angela Levi's, big 14 this morning. Carolyn Woodard, Ryan Murray, Alex Villarreal, Jonathan England, Pam Carter, Gary Payne, Beth Guffey, and Stephen Whitty. Anniversaries today, Randy and Julie Edwards. And today is Angela Levi Day. She's celebrating her 14th day, so if you see Angela Levi today, give her a pat on the back because she's good as gold, Wes.
From our friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, Angela will be in that drawing this Friday when we do all of our Good as Gold honorees. Put them in the Texas cowboy hat. We draw a name. Somebody wins a free steak dinner. The little taste of Texas. I mean that's just a great deal. So hey, and I gotta say, you being a veteran of being a guest host on this program, one time, and I think you've got it down. I think now you're just a pro. I think what I'll do is I'll probably just go ahead and go get some breakfast and let you take it from here.
Well, I could do that. I'm not sure what kind of position and what the newsroom would look back. That commercial. I'm not going to say the company, but the little boy that gets to go on the space shuttle, and you hear, "What's this button do? What's this button do?" But I might could handle it. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a special.
I'm basically that way when we first go on, and my eyes are barely open. And it's like, what's this button do?
Yeah.
We had a mess up today where like the Weather Channel was coming in on the internet, and so Brennan was trying to play the birthday bed because he couldn't hear it in here. It's like, hello, good morning. We're ready.
That's right. And with live radio, anything can happen. But I appreciate the compliment. I listen to you guys all the time, and I'm kind of learning y'all's catchphrases and your logos and your Kiga. Your
we're fairly
keywords
predictable.
and stuff. Yeah. So hey, I want to give a little shout out to a group of guys that I hang out with. It's the Bandad team. Okay.
The Bandad team.
I do. Yeah. And I wear a lot of different hats around here, but. Special group of guys that help with the loading and the unloading of the Glasgow Scotty Band, and
right.
I just want to give them a good shout out. So if you see the Bandad trailer that's going around, and just wave and we'll wave back. But great group of guys, and they're on this morning. I've got my phone on silent because they're burning my phone up with text messages. So
probably trying to talk you into saying something.
Well, probably.
Like in Super Troopers, where he said, "How many times can you say meow?"
That's right.
Yeah.
Or catch me when my phone is on so that they can interrupt everything.
Yeah.
But I took care of it early this morning.
Good.
And anyway, great group of guys, and you can catch them a lot of times over at Best Donuts. I guess I can say that.
Yeah. That's where they get all that muscle from lifting.
That's right.
They got to get their protein in.
That's right. So
they're burning an awful lot of calories.
Yeah, so if you see guys like Chad Mellencamp, Tony Houchins, Jim Reed, Chris Smith, Philip West, I'm sure I'm leaving somebody, Craig Mutter, I'm sure I'm leaving somebody off, but anyway, great group of guys.
The Bandads.
The Bandads. That's
they need
right.
a T-shirt or something. I think that would be cool.
Well, we do have Rob Hornback gives us a T-shirt every now and then. He's on the team. I knew I'd leave somebody off.
See, there
I'm sure
you
I'm
go.
gonna get blown up.
It's that chemistry. It's that second time hosting chemistry we got here.
That's right.
On Good Morning Live. We're going to have Sam Terry join us here in just a moment.
Okay.
We're going to do the archives. The archives are pretty cool today, so we'll dive deep into 100 years of history and work our way back to today. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, we're back after this on Good Morning Live.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
For Father's Day, give Dad the gift of ultimate comfort. An amazing recliner from Ford's Furniture, like the Starship. This chair, in your choice of colors, features power reclining, power headrest, and power lumbar control, on sale only $7.99. Now at Ford's Furniture.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
What if your doctors treated you?
Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do. And that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto? No problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow. It is 6:41, 69 degrees here in downtown Glasgow, and it is time for the archives. The archives are brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services on Industrial Drive, because history is made by the hard work that stands the test of time. And Sam Terry is going to join me, and I'm going to bring Sam on right now. Well, usually we do a little prep work, but I actually had Sam. Sam, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sorry. I was going over some of this stuff with Robbie this morning, and I missed my break to come in and prep with you. So do we need to prep? Should we take another break?
No, I think we're ready to go.
All right. We can't change history anyway. So there you go. The archives are brought to you by Joseph A. Wade, because history is made by the hard work that stands the test of time. Sam, we've got a good round of archives today, and as of this month, we want to remind folks that the fundraising campaign and efforts for the Cultural Center are ongoing and will be for the next year. They have a goal of $50,000. So any way you can, if you enjoy this program, any way you can help with that, will certainly help to the preservation of our local history, which we so very much enjoy reflecting on, Sam. So we'll start with 1919 out of the Republican, where 873 acres were sold, a big auction land sale, the famous Barren River Bottom Farm. Known as the Tom Harston Farm, will be sold in smaller farms. This farm is recognized to one of the very best farms in Barron County, or in southern Kentucky for that matter. It's located directly on the Jackson Highway, 15 miles south of Glasgow, directly in the oil fields. 300 acres of fine river bottomland, 100 acres in good bluegrass pasture, 100 acres in orchard grass, 40 acres in timothy, and about 125 acres of woodland. And it's sold in the next issue of the Republican, and they report that it sold for $54,558, an average of $81.43 an acre, and that sold as 3 different farms. The famous Barren River Bottom Farm. So somewhere pretty south of Glasgow.
We don't know exactly where that was located, but obviously it was a sizable place. It could still be farmland today, I suppose.
That's an impressive topography for sure.
But quite the place, because we've had references to the Tom Harston Farm multiple times in recent months in the archives.
We have. It's neat how it just keeps coming up. Here's something that rarely comes up, or at least not in most years. But in 1929, out of the Republican, we have this story, sort of written objectively, if you will. It says, "Who ever heard of a Republican primary in Barron County? And yet that's just what we are to have. Mr. A.S. Palmore and Travis Taylor have both filed for sheriff of Barron County, subject of the August primary. And there's no way of settling the affair except to hold a primary." As if to say, they couldn't just work this out. I think that's funny. I was like, well, we're going to have a primary. Sounds like somebody might have been kin to the county clerk that wrote that, but I don't know. It's like, you're going to make them have to go through a primary, aren't you? I mean, do you know? I mean, can you add anything to that, Sam? I'm just being silly this morning, but nonetheless, it is a rare occasion to have a Republican primary.
It is unusual in our history to have Republican primaries here, or was. It's not any longer, of course, but that was unusual, and there were some from time to time over the years. And in those days, the campaign season was greatly shortened. Because the primary was generally about the first week of August, and then you had a November general election, so you didn't have all the months of time to campaign.
Well, you've got to run on your own rather than run for the party. So to me, that would have made for a much more heavily contested primaries, having that much longer to sort of campaign and say, hey, I deserve the nomination. Pretty neat, though, that to know how they did it then and look at it the way we do it now. So we got an ad from the National Store in 1939, and it says here that Dad's Day is June the 18th. Give him something to wear. Summer ties, all new colors and materials, solid stripes and plaid, 10 cents, 25 cents, and 49 cents. Be sure to get one for Dad. Also, men's dress shirts are 49 cents up to $1.49. Dress shoes from $1.49 to $3.98. For $20, a man could have a nice wardrobe there, it sounds like, at the National Store in 1939. I always enjoy looking at those prices, thinking, man, what a steal that would be today. Pretty good price back then, too, I would say. We've got name recognition in 1949 that a lot of folks and listeners in the audience will know. Mr. William H. Jones, Jr. announces the marriage of his daughter, Miss Martha Bell Jones, to Mr. Robert Donald Rutledge, who's the son of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Rutledge of Glasgow. The ceremony was performed June 25th, 1948 in Louisville. Attendants were Mr. and Mrs. Billy Risen. The bride was a member of the 1949 graduating class of Glasgow High School. Mr. Rutledge is a veteran of World War II and a student at Western Kentucky College in Bowling Green. So if I'm reading this correct, Sam, just tell me if I'm wrong, but basically that would have been Mrs. Jones, Miss Martha Bell Jones, was married before, they went ahead and had the ceremony before she graduated high school.
Yes.
And probably they didn't announce it until after she graduated high school.
Could be. I don't know the scenario there, but what I do know is Martha Bell and Donald Rutledge were great community citizens, and of course for many years they followed in Mr. Jones's footsteps with the Glasgow Republican, and then the print shop down on Water Street was a fixture in Glasgow. Printed virtually everything that every organization and business did in this community, and just great community-spirited people. And in his latter years, Donald was for many years chairman of the T.J. Sampson Hospital Board of Directors.
Well, I did not know anything about that man, and now I know a whole lot. So thank you for that, Sam. It's good to know. Good to know. We got 1959, Sam. This is out of the Glasgow Times. And it's the annual summer season guest night dinner dance for members and guests. It's going to be held at Glasgow Country Club, with dinner served at 7:30, dancing at 8. Music will be by the Honeycutt Band. Those serving on the host committee are Mr. and Mrs. Tommy Faught, Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Norris, and Mr. and Mrs. William Muckler. Guest night. So that's, hey, kind of a recruiting tool to say, hey, this is a private club, but we'd love to have you come be our guest. And the country club went on for many more years. All right, this day in 1969, we have the Diamond S Rodeo will open a 2-day stand at Barron County Fairgrounds. That's a big deal to have the Diamond S Rodeo there. And that was, that was 1969. Moving right along, and you're going to have to help me out with this next one, Sam, because I don't have context to go with the article I've been given. But here, I'll read it. It says, California-style gasoline lines didn't bother Joe Burton Downing as he headed to his job at Manpower Services on a bicycle. With protesting truckers bottling up some fuel supplies, many others might have to consider Downing's mode of transportation. So I have no context to go with that, but fill in the blanks for me.
I can give you some context only because I just happened to see that photo yesterday. And it's a great image. I don't recall who made it, but it's Joe Burton Downing riding his bicycle up, I believe, North Green Street.
Okay.
And he's on his way to work at what we used to call the employment office there on the corner of Green and Cherry Streets. And
as opposed to the unemployment office. I like that.
And it was highlighting the fact that we had very high gas prices at that time in our history, and in California, people were lining up for hours just to get some gasoline.
Wow.
And there was a lot of concern that such things could happen here as well. And Joe Burton, being the wise fellow that he is, he got on his bicycle and rode to work instead of wasting his gasoline in his car.
That is interesting. It's kind of a local take on a more national matter, you know. I like that. And Robbie's got something to add there, too.
Well, I remember, I believe I'm correct on this, in 79, we had a big decrease in our oil refineries, and gasoline just wasn't as prevalent, easy to get. And maybe some of the bigger cities that dot our country. So I can remember seeing photos of the gas lines in California, and I think I was a sophomore in high school at that time, and we really didn't feel the same crunch that they did, but I do remember the prices starting to go up a little bit because the supply was not there. So.
Well, and we remember it in history. Thank you all both, who are both elder statesmen compared to me, for filling in that blank. We appreciate it. This day in 1989, honor students at Barron County High School were Melissa Dawn Vance, Michelle Locke. GHS honor students were Brian Elmlinger and Martha Sue Gaffin, and Sean Perkins and Stephen Bryant took top honors at Caverna. So some notable young students there in 1989 that we know as successful people today. Speaking and continuing with successful people in law enforcement, we have 1999. The story in the archives reads that Chad Poland is the newest member of the Barron County Sheriff's Department. He is now a Barron County Sheriff's deputy. That's Chad Poland. Nice guy. Better golfer. And this day in 2009, we have Hart County Retired Teachers Association honors their newest retirees, Jimmy Russell, Bonnie Turner, Wanda Key, Martha Talley, Carlotta Atwell, Amy Caldwell, and Patty England. That was 2009. The newest retirees. It's kind of like, I don't know how to say it, but you're a new retiree, and I tell you what, those people stick together. I'm telling you what, they get together and they have the best time. I see them out. Of course, my mother-in-law does the same thing. They still get together every Monday at the McDonald's in Paintsville. All the retired teachers do, and they just have a wonderful time. So that's what we got, Sam. A pretty good round of archives today, don't you think?
It certainly is, and we'll look forward to it again tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, Sam. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Boy, that was fun, wasn't it? Sam, he's good, isn't he?
He is very good. I tell you what, every time I get a chance to talk to Sam, I'm overwhelmed with his knowledge of local information, and of course.
And I'll take credit for it. Bringing him on the archives was my idea.
Well, that was
my idea.
Well, big
so
shout
I'm
out.
Taking credit for that.
Yeah, Sam, his mom, Martha, an English teacher. Well, she was a teacher at Caverna, and well loved, and had a lot of information, just like Sam. So he grew up in a home that he got a lot of extra information, probably that he has stored up over the years, and he usually won't tell you anything unless you ask him. Well, he's a pretty quiet guy, but he's a great guy, great Glasgowian.
That's right. It's 69 degrees, 6:56. We gotta get in some words from our sponsors because trivia is coming up soon, and you can win trivia on Facebook and on the radio today. So be listening and have your thinking cap on. We're back after this on WCLU.
At SCRTC, our $35 credit has brought a lot of smiles to our members, so we're extending the offer. Now through June 30th, SCRTC is offering a $35 credit when you add or upgrade SCRTC Internet or TV services. Add new TV service or upgrade from basic to expanded to catch all the games. Get that faster SCRTC Internet you've needed and get the SCRTC $35 credit too. So join in all the smiles and call SCRTC for this $35 credit now through June 30th.
Hardee's used to think bowls were useless dishware. Then we created the new Loaded Hash Round Bowl. Crispy potatoes, fluffy eggs, sausage gravy, melted cheddar, and crumbled bacon. Now part of our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. No longer are bowls just college football games you can nap to. Now they're loaded with Hardee's delicious breakfast favorites and in our 2 for $4 mix and match. Try a bowl today. They're actually really useful. Hardee's because it tastes better.
Available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle, a combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more, because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just 4 walls and 4 wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Call State Farm agent Mike Bryant in Glasgow at 270-651-3608.
Everyone's time is at a premium. Using time wisely is even a mark on a young student's grade card. Well, at Ely Drugs, we value your time. That's why we have a website that lets you order prescription refills online with a simple click. Go to elydrugs.com and click on the icon that says Refill Request. That'll save you tons of time in getting the refill, plus making sure you take it on time, too. And talk about a time saver. Ely's investment in a new automated filling system means even shorter wait time. Ely Drugs helps you manage your health and your time. Check us out at elydrugs.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, 69 degrees in downtown Glasgow. We're going to hear the weather forecast from weather meteorologist Ray Stajic. Ray?
Shower chances this morning, low but not zero. A couple of pockets of rain showers. An approaching cold front is going to bring more showers and thunderstorms in here as we head through probably tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like we'll have widespread showers, thunderstorms. So as we go through this morning, cloudy with a stray shower around this afternoon. A few thunderstorms will fire up, 85. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, and some of those storms could pack a punch with some gusty winds and hail. 68. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 81. And on Friday, we'll go to afternoon showers and thunderstorms and warmer temperatures in the upper 80s. Saturday, some scattered thunderstorms. On Sunday, still a few thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. So it looks like we stay in this wet weather pattern with some pockets of heavier rainfall here over the next few days. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at our current conditions, Robbie.
Okay, Wes, here in Glasgow, humidity is still at 96%. The winds are calm. Barometer is steady at 29.83. We've had a 24-hour rain total, checking the rain gauge, this morning of 77/100 of an inch, and it is still 69 degrees. And, I like what Ray said about scattered pockets of rain tomorrow, but I'm hoping for some scattered pockets of sunshine tomorrow around 5:30 to about 8 for our concert on the square. But anyway, it's going to be a hot day today and probably a little bit hotter tomorrow, but maybe the temperature will cool down.
Steamy.
It's very humid.
It's going to be steamy. It'd be a good day to kind of take an extra handkerchief. just to clean it off your neck, just going out. I mean, it'll be hard to see out of your sunglasses initially today.
It will be.
You ever
initially.
do that? Like it just blinds you.
I know. Sometimes you have to take your sunglasses off.
It's like you walked into a sauna.
I know. It's just sometimes it's just overwhelming. Sometimes the humidity just hits you awful.
It can. It can.
Yes.
Of course, this weather update is brought to you by South Central Bank, and we'll be back with trivia next.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. The vision of the Bale family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs, from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sleep better than ever with up to 30% savings on every bedroom suite on sale this week at Ford's Furniture. Like a solid maple artisan imposed bedroom in a mink finish. The group features a queen bed, 7-drawer dresser, landscape bevel glass mirror, 5-drawer chest, 6-drawer door chest, and a 3-drawer nightstand. Save up to 30% off or get up to 48 months, no interest financing on the bedroom of your dreams on sale this week at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
That's Ford's Furniture. Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing. Every year, Glasgow Building Supply provides quality driveway sealer to Southern Kentucky homeowners at the best price, and the pallets of premier Blackjack brand sealer have arrived at Glasgow Building Supply. Get a jump on sealing now. Each bucket is coal tar free and covers up to 350 square feet. Easy to use for resealing driveways and parking lots. Blackjack Driveway Sealer. Talk to the pros today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. They've got what you need in stock now.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Here we go, trivia. The number to call, 270-651-9149, or toll free at 1-800-956-1023. And, folks, Facebook Live is included. So we've got Little Caesars Morning Trivia here on the radio. If you want to win, call me up at 270-651-9149. And on Facebook Live, just put it the answer in the comment section. The first person to answer in the comment section is going to win tickets to Beach Bend. Here's the question, Robbie.
All right, Wes. Today, June 19th, is a holiday known as Juneteenth, commemorating the end of what in the U.S.? Again, June 19th, today is a holiday known as Juneteenth, commemorating the end of what in the United States?
Okay, let's go to the phone lines first.
Trivia.
Slavery.
Slavery is correct. Who am I speaking with?
You're talking to Melanie Watson.
Hey, Melanie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. You are our radio winner, and we are waiting on our Facebook Live winner right now, but I'm putting your name on the winners list here. So, did you know that, or did you look that up, or?
I really did know that.
Well, and Robbie does too, because Robbie's kind of from Texas area, and so that's basically how it started. So, Melanie, we're going to hang up now. We're going to talk a little bit more though about Juneteenth.
Okay.
But it must have been an amazing day for a lot of folks. Robbie,
I can imagine.
Melanie, do you know what the year was that commemorated Juneteenth?
Let's see.
Think about slavery and what was going on in our country at that time. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm looking at Google, and I'm guessing 1865.
You are correct. 1865. Well done.
We've got a winner on Facebook too. Another smart young lady, Laura Belcher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she
absolutely.
So she wins the Beach Bend tickets. Congratulations, Laura. And congratulations, Melanie.
Yes, congratulations to you both. Way to go.
Winners list is getting full already, Robbie. Thanks. Have a good day, Melanie.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Melanie Watson's our radio trivia winner, and our Facebook winner was Laura Belcher. So she got it right, and she's going to Beach Bend. That ought to be fun.
It should be. They got a great water park there, so when it's hot and steamy and humid outside, just going over to the water park too.
We got the 7 o'clock live and local morning edition, but do want to just a lot of folks around here, like you said, probably not heard of Juneteenth Day, but basically what happened was in the state of Texas, in Galveston, actually, Major General Gordon Granger announced on this day in 1865 was General's Orders No. 3 that the Civil War was over and all slaves were now freed men.
Wow.
And I'm just you get emotional. You get emotional thinking about what a feeling that must have been to have your freedom finally, that the war is over finally, and it's just it gives you chills to think what those people, what that feeling. You and I've never felt that, but I can't imagine. But it goes through the timeline here, like you said. January 1st, 1863, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. April 9th, 1865, General Lee surrenders to General Grant. April 14th, 1865, President Lincoln's assassinated. May the 12th, 1865, was the final battle of the Civil War at Palmetto Ranch, Texas, which was a Confederate victory, actually. And then the May 26th, the Civil War official ends with General Simon Bolivar Buckner of the Army of Trans-Mississippi enters terms of surrender. December 6th, the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery was ratified. So a lot took place in 2 years from the time the Emancipation Proclamation was signed and the fighting was over and the Constitutional Amendment was then ratified.
Absolutely. And when you travel in the South, some places in Mississippi and in Texas, you see road names of the sign of people on that have their name in history. Like around here, we have the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Highway,
right?
Which is I-65 to most of us.
Sure.
But I just recall seeing some of those names on road signs in the South when I've driven. So yeah. What an interesting time to be alive in 1863 and 65.
And we're happy to say we are one nation now, and we have a nation and a patriotic theme to our concert on the square coming up tomorrow night. And I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk about the program itself and tell me a little more about it.
All right, Wes. Well, I've got the concert divided into two parts.
Okay.
The first part, starting at 7, we're going to honor our country. We're going to play a lot of our well-known patriotic tunes, God Bless America, America the Beautiful, and some of our patriotic marches. And then toward the end of that first part, we're going to honor our veterans, both the ones that are still with us and
Right.
the ones that sacrificed and gave all. And we're going to honor our current servicemen and servicewomen with a crowd favorite and a band favorite. It's called the Armed Forces Salute, and that's going to end our first half.
Okay.
And then we're going to take a short 5-minute intermission to kind of reset. We've got some people that have to change instruments and things. Our second set, Wes, we're going to take people on a trip around the world. We're going to go
A musical journey.
A musical journey. Todd Steenbergen, our MC, is going to take us, buckle up, because we're going to go over to Austria, and we're going to play a march by Johann Strauss called the Radetzky March. Now, that's not, the name's probably not familiar to people here, but I toured with the Kentucky Ambassadors of Music last year to Europe. We went to we went to 7 countries in 15 days, and we played the Radetzky March, which was written for the troops to celebrate and to rally behind that. And, we're talking about Johann Strauss was this was back in the 1800s. In Europe, when you play the Radetzky March, the people clap to the beat. It's not like an American march where it's really up tempo. It's kind of laid back and just has a haunting melody. But we're going to premiere that in Glasgow tomorrow night, and then we're going to go out west to Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Wow.
I didn't know this until I read up a little bit. I found a piece of music called Sawdust City Celebration. Oshkosh was the lumber capital of America, I guess, back in the 1800s, and a lot of sawmills, and hence the Sawdust City. But anyway, if you've ever been to see a Western, or you've watched a Western on TV, these tunes, these melodies that are in this Sawdust City celebration remind you of going back to the golden years and back into the pioneer days, and dirt roads in the city, and celebrations coming to the center. Didn't have internet and games and stuff. You waited for the nightly entertainment, whatever it was. So doing that, then we're going to play some circus marches. If you go to a circus, the music that you hear are called circus marches. And so we've got a couple of those to play. We're going to end the concert with a whip and spur gallop, which a gallop is a little bit quicker than a march. And we're going to end on a fast-paced section that I think is just going to be very entertaining. Just a lot of different kinds of music to play for all ages.
Settle in for that, folks. It is, especially with the narration of MC Todd Steenbergen, that'll be, like we said, it'll be a journey that we'll love to take. And so what we'll do, we'll talk about a little bit more about the program in a few minutes. Right now, we need to pause and thank our sponsors for trivia, and we've got Brennan Crane with the news next.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesar's new extra most bestest hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy thin crust pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesar's thin crust pepperoni pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
I am loaded. Are you crazy, chicken? No, I'm loaded with sauteed mushrooms, bacon, green onions, and a blend of cheeses. And have you met my girlfriend, Hawaiian Chicken?
Aloha.
And this is my old buddy, the deluxe grilled chicken sandwich. He's big and bad on the outside, but tender on the inside with Swiss cheese and bacon strips.
Take your pick at Colton Steakhouse and Grill, serving Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake. And chicken, too.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, more savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON. Barron County Business Supply. The area's #1 supplier of office products.
CBS News Update. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan has pulled his name from consideration for the job full-time. comes after court documents and police reports about a difficult divorce tinged with domestic violence became public. President Trump says he only learned about it Monday.
He said it's going to be a rough time for him because of obviously what happened, but I did not ask him to withdraw.
CBS's David Martin is at the Pentagon.
Patrick Shanahan and his wife Kimberly divorced 8 years ago, a year after a run-in with police which began with this 911 call.
My husband throwing punches at me.
According to court documents, he denied that and claimed she had punched him, giving him a bloody nose. When police arrived, she was the one charged with assault.
Senators who confirmed Shanahan as Deputy Defense Secretary say they too were unaware. Connecticut Democrat Richard Blumenthal has raised the possibility that it was deliberate concealment and wants an investigation by the Pentagon's Inspector General. CBS News Update, I'm Peter King.
The Royce Radio Family, WCLU, 1490 Glasgow, WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow, and W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
I was currently with no prosthetic company, and I was just getting my beginner's prosthetic, and it still wasn't comfortable.
That's when Mike met William Bray with Extreme Prosthetics.
I met Mr. Bray at one of my daughter's ball games, and he'd handed me a card, and he seemed very confident and knew what he was talking about, so I decided to go see Mr. Bray just for a consultation, and just in minutes I was more confident in it, full range of motion.
Mike and many others have given great testimonials for William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics at 400 South Broadway in Glasgow, which you can check out online at comfortforamputees.com.
Yeah, I'm a rather large guy, and it takes a special prosthetic to carry my weight. In the first meeting with Mr. Bray, he realized by looking at the material they used to assemble my prosthetic that it wasn't at the weight limit to carry my weight. And had I not went to that consultation, I'd have never known that.
Professional care from someone who wears a prosthetic themselves. William Bray and Extreme Prosthetics.
If you're just not confident with it, I'd say go see Mr. Bray.
Call 629-5347.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. Barron County has received nearly $200,000 from the State Department of Rural and Municipal Aid. The fiscal court was informed that the state has awarded $192,082 in discretionary funding for a resurfacing project on Lectakino Road. Barron County has received $713,742 in total discretionary funding for this fiscal year. The county may soon begin putting its money elsewhere. Judge Executive Michael Held told the court Tuesday he has worked recently to change the money market of the county. According to Held, this would mean switching from South Central Bank to Limestone Bank.
We have our money market, and we've been in discussion about moving our money market from South Central Bank to Limestone Bank, just to show partnership with another bank in the community.
Hale says the court will not lose money, but the transition could still occur if drawing rates are comparable to what the county currently draws. The court also approved the Barron County Sheriff's Department to purchase noise-canceling radio headsets. Sheriff Kent Keene says these headsets will improve communication among deputies while in a tactical scene.
Some of our calls become somewhat tactical, and this headset will allow the deputies to communicate on the scene, 1-to-1 or 1-to-14, whoever's wearing the headset. And it doesn't allow the radio to broadcast at a high volume or from its speaker so that other parties nearby can hear, allowing a possible safety issue for the deputy.
The court also approved the first reading of an ordinance created from a petition at a previous meeting. The petition asked for a posted speed limit on the Old Scottsville Loop 1. In the ordinance, the speed limit will be posted at 35 miles per hour and necessary school bus signs will be installed. The scheduled June 21st auction at the Old Barron County Detention Center is canceled. According to Judge Executive Michael Hill, the auction will be rescheduled soon. A bidding process is about to begin for a project on a county road. Siloam Road work will be publicly advertised soon. Police say a 3-day drug bust has led to the arrest of 12 people, the citation of 8, and the location of 1 fugitive. The investigation occurred June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd when the Kentucky State Police, Hardin County Sheriff's Office, Greater Hardin County Narcotics Task Force, and the Mumfordville Police Department searched a detail in Bonneville. 22 people were arrested and cited from the event. Through the investigation, police seized 450 grams of marijuana, 2 grams of crystal meth, 53 THC vapes, 77 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, 45 dosage units of MDMA, 20 dosage units of LSD, 3 amphetamines, 8 Adderall, 1 gram of THC wax, and 2 grams of cocaine. For a complete listing of those arrested, visit WCLUradio.com. According to this morning's 911 activity report, there was an accident with injury yesterday morning around 6. Authorities say the accident occurred at the 46th mile marker in the southbound lane on Interstate 65. There was also an accident last night around 9 o'clock. The accident occurred on the outer loop at the North Jackson Highway intersection. FBI officials say they think no foul play was involved in the death of a woman found in Mammoth Cave National Park. News outlets report the body of 23-year-old Mariah Amber DeCrue was discovered in a cemetery on park grounds in March. Investigators said they had determined the cause of death to be related to acute diphenhydramine intoxication. In other words, she ingested too much of an antihistamine used in certain types of allergy and sleep medications like Benadryl and ZQuil. The manner of death is listed as undetermined, but authorities say no foul play is suspected. Park rangers called in the FBI because the body was found on national park property. We have 7:22, 69 degrees. We'll be right back for more local news.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMCs, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, hand-shaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
Some people say, a pharmacy is a pharmacy. You go in, you buy the same pills you can buy anywhere. I would tell you different. I know from my own personal experience that Glasgow Prescription Center, the difference really is the people that work there. I was having a hard time sleeping. I couldn't get the right mask for my CPAP machine, and it was really affecting the way I live. Luckily, I met Bryant at Glasgow Prescription Center, and he pointed out a new mask that was similar to my old mask, but might fit better and might relieve the pressure that I just couldn't stand and couldn't sleep with at night. And I'm happy to say I'm sleeping better, I feel better, and it's all because I'm at the right person at the right pharmacy. Glasgow Prescription Center is not just any other pharmacy. And I would encourage you that if you're not happy with the service you're getting, or you're looking for the right kind of home medical product, or you just want to see a smiling face when you go to the pharmacy, Glasgow Prescription Center is the best place to go. Located in the Southgate Shopping Center, call 270-651-8889.
In more news this hour, a Muslim advocacy group wants Kentucky authorities to investigate vandalism on a mural of boxing champ Muhammad Ali as a possible hate crime. The Kentucky chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations made the request in a news release Monday. CARE Kentucky Chair Wahida Muhammad says, quote, "As Americans, we must continue to stand up and loudly say no to hatred and division." The words racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobe were painted in orange over Ali's portion of the Kentucky Rushmore mural that features other icons from the state, including Abraham Lincoln. An employee at a nearby candy store first noticed the graffiti June 12th. The vandalism came days after Louisville celebrated Ali Week to honor the Kentucky native who died in 2016. It's unclear whether police have identified a suspect. Kentucky's lieutenant governor has criticized Governor Matt Bevin's chief of staff, saying he overstepped his boundaries in authorizing the firing of her deputy chief of staff. Lieutenant Governor Jeananne Hampton ratcheted up her dispute with Bevin's administration over Adrian Southworth's ouster. Hampton said Tuesday that Kentuckians should be concerned that an unelected bureaucrat appears to have power over the lieutenant governor's office. Bevin's chief of staff, Blake Brickman, recently told the Courier-Journal he authorized Southworth's firing. Brickman says she repeatedly demonstrated poor judgment. Bevin's office didn't immediately respond to Hampton's statement. Hampton says she intends to defy the firing, saying Southworth will continue to assist her, tracking her time until she's officially reinstated so she can receive back pay. Bevin dropped Hampton from his ticket in his re-election bid this year. Kentucky police have honored a pizza delivery driver that they say rescued two girls who were being abused by their father. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports Mark Bude was honored Tuesday by the Lexington Police Department. Police say Bude was delivering a pizza to an area motel last November and knocked on the door, which opened to reveal a man and a naked child on a bed behind him. Police say the scene caused Bude to alert authorities, who responded and found two girls hiding in the room. They say a subsequent investigation led authorities to believe the man had been abusing his daughters. Police didn't released the man's identity, but said he was charged with multiple offenses. Other people, including the involved officers, were also honored Tuesday. Kentucky transportation officials say they will begin issuing new driver's licenses this month that are designed to comply with a federal travel law. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says in a statement that it will begin rolling out the licenses in Franklin County on June 28th as part of a pilot program before the licenses are issued statewide. County driver's licenses offices will be closed June 27th to prepare. The pilot program will also include Woodford and Hart counties, and the rollout dates there will be announced soon. Vehicle Regulation Commissioner Matt Henderson says with the updates, Kentucky licenses will be, quote, among the most secure in the nation. Other Kentucky counties will be added this summer after the test pilot ends. The Real ID enforcement deadline is October 2020. A Kentucky agency says it has secured another $5 million federal grant to continue a program providing youth support services. Kentucky's Department for Behavioral Health, Developmental, and Intellectual Disabilities says the latest grant will continue the program through March 2024. The Transition Age Youth Launching Realized Dreams program allows youth ages 16 to 25 to easily access quality, developmentally appropriate, youth-driven support services. Officials say the goal is to help participants achieve their goals and transition into adulthood successfully. Officials say available services include expedited assistance in locating housing, mental health services, and substance abuse treatment. Since 2014, the program has helped more than 1,900 youth. Officials say youth and youth adults can visit one of Kentucky's 20 drop-in sites to access behavioral health services. It is 7:28, 69 degrees. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane. You can find us at WCLUradio.com, and if you have a news tip or something you think we should know about, you can find a news tip line at WCLUradio.com. That's it for today. Up next, Kentucky.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The FBI says no foul play was involved in the death of a woman found in Mammoth Cave National Park. Suzanne Duvall reports.
The body of 23-year-old Mariah Amber DeCruz was discovered in a cemetery on park grounds in March. Investigators said they had determined the cause of death to be related to acute diphenhydramine intoxication. In other words, she ingested too much of an antihistamine used in certain types of allergy and sleep medications, like Benadryl and Zyquil. The manner of death is listed as undetermined, but authorities say no foul play is suspected. Park rangers called in the FBI because the body was found on national park property. I'm Suzanne Duvall.
Kentucky transportation officials say they will begin issuing new driver's licenses this month that are designed to comply with the federal travel law. They will begin rolling out the licenses in Franklin County on June 28th as part of a pilot program before the licenses are issued statewide. The pilot program will also include Woodford and Hart counties, and the rollout dates there will be announced soon. In Washington, a House subcommittee will meet today to discuss reparations for slavery. Several Democratic presidential hopefuls have expressed support for the idea, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is opposed to it.
No one currently alive was responsible for that, and I don't think we should be trying to figure out how to compensate for it. First of all, it'd be pretty hard to figure out who to compensate.
The Kentucky State Fair is calling for entries in the Blue Ribbon competitions. There are 31 departments to choose from, including culinary, livestock, homebrew beer, and photography. The deadline for general entries is July 1st. The late fee deadline is July 10th. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Like family, your nurses calmed your fears. You received personalized, compassionate care at every visit. At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
An approaching cold front is going to bring more showers and thunderstorms in here. Tomorrow looks like we'll have widespread showers, thunderstorms. So as we go through this morning, cloudy with a stray shower around this afternoon. A few thunderstorms will fire up, 85. Tonight, scattered thunderstorms, and some of those storms could pack a punch with some gusty winds and hail. 68. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 81. And on Friday, we'll go to afternoon showers and thunderstorms and warmer temperatures in the upper 80s. Saturday, some scattered thunderstorms. On Sunday, still a few thunderstorms. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Now let's take a look at our current conditions, shall we? Robbie?
Okay, Wes. Hey, we're cooling up a little bit. Humidity-wise, we're down to 93%. Winds are out of the south at 4 miles per hour. The barometer is holding steady at 29.83 inches, and our rain total from 24 hours is 7,700 hundredths, and we've gone up to 73 degrees this morning.
Warming up, but less humid. That's a good sign.
It is.
And,
it is.
And, of course, we're hoping for good weather to have this annual concert on the square, actually on the square, but maybe it'll be off the square at the plaza. We basically got about a 70% chance of rain tomorrow night, as you heard Ray Stajic say that from the Weather Channel. So we've got a backup plan. We'd like to have it outdoors because it just adds to the pomp and circumstance sort of the situation. But the plaza's a fine venue as well, and it's good that they've stepped up to the plate and said, yeah, you guys can move him there if you need to.
Absolutely. We had to go over there last year because there was a thunderstorm right before we were going to set up, and then it just got terribly hot. The humidity was almost 100%.
And you can't play in that. I mean, you're using your lung. You can't.
You can't. It's
Nobody
really
would
hard.
want to hear that about 3 songs into it.
No.
Because you would just be exhausted.
Oh, I know. It was. But Carolyn, so supportive of the community band. We have our Christmas concert in there, and so we've got a backup plan for sure. But Sam Terry could probably tell you more. He gave me a picture one time. Mm-hmm. Bandman John Philip Sousa actually brought his band to the square and played on the courthouse lawn in a gazebo. Way back when.
In Glasgow?
In Glasgow, Kentucky. He's got a photo of that.
And we've got his version of Stars and Stripes Forever that we use for the promo for this thing.
Yes, and again, I don't know how many years in a row, but that march has been voted the most popular march in America. I don't know how many years in a row.
It's hard to dispute that.
It is. It's just the perfect song for the 4th of July.
It is. You got some special guests coming, don't you, as well?
I do. They're local. Judge Michael Hale is going to reprise reading, doing some narrating for us for a tune called Duty, Honor, and Country. And we kind of look at things in history, put to music a little bit, but he's going to narrate that. He's going to be Norman Schwarzkopf, Stormin' Norman.
Okay.
actually narrated this with the Marine Band. And there's a recording out there of it.
When was that? What event was that? Do you know?
I do not know.
Because that sounds like I remember that.
Norman Schwarzkopf was probably, wasn't he the general during the
Bush?
During the Bush administration and after the maybe 1991 and the Gulf War and that kind of thing for that theater. So Michael Hale is going to do it. He's done it before. Judge Alexander has done it before. He did it at our Memorial Day. They kind of swap back and forth, but we keep that on our program. But Judge County Executive Michael Hale is going to be on our program to narrate.
Excellent.
We have Kayla Hill and Pam Yakel, which Kayla is the music teacher at Highland. Pam is a retired band director and from up north, and she's been working with the Glasgow schools. So I have several band directors in the community band. I've asked them to conduct a couple of pieces. Here's a name that everybody knows around here: Bill Brogan.
Yeah,
former conductor. I have his job.
Yeah,
but he's gonna make an appearance on the podium.
It wouldn't be right if he didn't.
It wouldn't. We like to include him, and then of course I've already mentioned Barron County High School celebrity Todd Steenbergen is going to be emceeing our shindig. So got a lot of local people that we're going to just highlight a little bit.
Awesome.
Give them their 15 minutes of fame, I guess.
We want you to know we're going to preview some of the songs we're going to play at the show here later in the program.
Yeah.
But right now we want to thank our sponsors of the weather forecast that we just heard there. TJ Sampson Community Hospital will come back for Tidbit News. Stay tuned.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
Hack Whitty, Marita Whitty Lyle, David Whitty, Becky Lyle, names that have been trusted in this community for quality auto repairs for 46 years, names you can continue to trust for many years to come. At Whitty's Complete Car Care, they specialize in all your car repair needs, including brakes, tune-ups, and diagnostics, and you won't believe their amazing tire prices. If you're ever in need of towing or unlocking service, Jeff is ready and waiting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Whitty's Complete Car Care on Rogers Road in Glasgow, 46 years and counting. Time to do a little birthday shout-outs brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. Robbie, who's on the list today?
Well, celebrating birthdays and anniversaries today on June the 19th, we have Kitty Matthews. Raylan Nunley is 7. Angela, okay. Angela Levi is 14. Also celebrating Carolyn Woodard. Ryan Murray, Alex Villarreal, Jonathan England, Pam Carter, Gary Payne, Beth Guffey, and Stephen Whitty. Celebrating anniversaries today, Randy and Julie Edwards. And today is Angela Levi Day. As she celebrates 14, tell her if you see her and give her a pat on the back that she's good as gold from WCLU. That's all I've got so far today. So
that's a pretty good start.
Pretty good start to June 19th. Juneteenth
it is. Ralphie's Fun Center brings you the birthday list for today. And we want to thank the folks down there who make birthdays a whole lot of fun, especially if you're a child. That's where every kid wants to have their birthday. And it's a great place to go on these rainy days like we're having, too. You get a wristband, a multi-activity wristband. Have a big time over at Ralphie's, no matter what age you are. However, you can be too old to use the roller skates, I have found out.
Well, I speak from experience as well. There's a time that you get maybe past the age that you should be on roller skates.
And see, now with the technology, you know, everybody has a video camera in their pocket now. It's not just the pain of falling on your hind end. It's the fact that it's probably going to end up on Instagram.
Well, it's going to end up on Instagram or YouTube. You can't do anything anymore.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, you're no longer a person. You're a viral video.
That's right.
Hope that never happens to
yes.
me. All right, we'll come back and do Tidbit News. That sound good, everybody? Brennan will join us as well. We've got a pretty good round of Tidbit News. Stay with us.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
For Father's Day, give Dad the gift of ultimate comfort. An amazing recliner from Ford's Furniture, like the Starship. This chair, in your choice of colors, features power reclining, power headrest, and power lumbar control, on sale only $7.99. Now at Ford's Furniture.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuum-Seal non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
It would be a huge understatement for me to tell you that it's a huge week at the Empty Nest and Pharmacy Express. Why? Well, do you like prizes? Do you like sales? Do you like celebrations? We got a lot to celebrate this week at the Empty Nest and at Pharmacy Express because Gay and Alan Fleener are now celebrating 10 years of ownership of the Pharmacy Express, and it's been 10 years since the opening of the Empty Nest. So how do we celebrate? Well, we're kicking off the Summer Spectacular Sale, which goes on now through this Saturday, June 22nd. How about snacks? How about door prizes and drawings and free giveaways? Then be present at the Customer Appreciation Day on Wednesday, June 19th, and you could win prizes and giveaways and enjoy delicious snacks. And all this week at the Empty Nest inside Pharmacy Express, take advantage of the Summer Spectacular Sale. It's a huge week at the Empty Nest and at Pharmacy Express. Come help us celebrate 10 years of ownership for the Fleener family at the Empty Nest and Pharmacy Express. And don't miss Customer Appreciation Day this Wednesday. Open weekdays 8:30 to 7, Saturdays until 2.
That is today, folks. It's today, Customer Appreciation Day at the Empty Nest inside Pharmacy Express. They are celebrating 10 years of ownership, the Fleener family is. Of course, the name Pharmacy Express has been around 20 years. The Fleeners took over 10 years ago, and they added the Empty Nest, and what a fine place that is. And just this weekend for Father's Day dinner, we incorporated some dip mixes that we get at the Empty Nest on a regular basis. So that's what we have. And now it's going to be time for some tidbit news. I'll play the song if Mr. Brennan Crane will put us on the screen. From around the globe and up the street, it's Tidbit News here on WCLU. My guest host, Robbie Fudge, joins us this morning. Brennan Crane and myself, Wes Royce, yours truly. And, hey, we've got some Tidbit News. Now, you want to talk about somebody who is working for himself, doing manual labor, with probably a low advertising budget. And, Brennan, just like we were just saying, everybody's got a video camera in their pocket now. Here's the perfect publicity stunt if you are in the pressure washing business.
All right.
Check this out. I'll just read the headline. How about that? Spider-Man spotted pressure washing Florida church roof in the rain. That's right. The guy dressed up as Spider-Man to basically he was basically dressing up as Spider-Man while he pressure washed. You talk about a guy who had a fun day at work, you know. And everybody around had to have videotaped that.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine? But he probably is getting a lot of business because everybody wants Spider-Man to come pressure wash their house.
That's right. I wouldn't mind.
I've got a video of it here, and I won't share it just because it doesn't really work on the radio. But the picture here is hilarious. Look at that picture, Robbie. I mean, is that?
Oh wow! You know, as a gimmick, well, I wonder if he uses ropes and he's hanging off of the side,
like
with the power washer. I don't know. Pretty neat gimmick. I wonder if he has to worry about any copyright issues.
Well, I mean, it's not an official advertising. He just bought this at Walmart and put it on. I've got one myself. It's a
oh really?
It's a PJ. It's pajamas, but it's like a pajama onesie. I'll wear it next Wednesday.
So you should wear that on the show one day.
I will wear that next Wednesday. How about that?
Oh my!
Hey, no. I've got to rethink this, and I don't have permission to. And it's not going to look good with Spider-Man reading the obituaries.
It would not look good. It would not be a good thing. But I'm just kind of curious. You can keep going, but I'm going to look up something and I'll get back with you.
All right. Well, there's another interesting story. It's things that happen in a roundabout way. So the headline reads, Bobcat returns to Nature Center after escape during break-in. Okay? So some oxymorons in the headline, and so things that make you go, So a bobcat that escaped from a Tennessee nature center returned on her own.
Wes, would that be a cat burglar?
Could be. Well, no, it's not. See, the thing is actual somebody broke in.
Oh, okay.
To the nature center, and the bobcat got out.
That's dangerous.
And they did some vandalism at the zoo. They arrested a 21-year-old who's now facing charges of criminal trespassing and vandalism. But basically, it's weird because here's an animal who is kept in captivity somewhat, although in a nature center, meant to replicate their natural surroundings, but it's home. So even though he got loose, he just came back home. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's just so odd that happens. Here's probably one of the oddest things I've ever heard in my life. And Robbie and I have already talked about this. But get this, Brennan.
Okay.
This happened at JFK Airport, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A man has been arrested after trying to smuggle 34 live finches. Those are birds. Finches.
Right.
Hidden in plastic hair curlers on a flight from somewhere else in the world that I can't pronounce. But nonetheless, here's the deal. This guy, he's 39 years old. He's planning to sell these animals to be used as lucrative bird singing competitions in New York City. You see, that's a thing.
Let's say, is that
bird singing competitions.
Is that illegal?
Finches. It's not legal to put them in hair colors and put them on an airplane.
Absolutely
I can tell you
not.
that.
No.
Nor is it humane. Wow. It apparently has a street value of about $102,000.
Wow.
So apparently these finch singing competitions are like the real deal. We're going to pull that up, Brennan, and see if we can find some footage from a finch singing competition.
Totally.
You know, Wes, there's probably no telling what the customs and TSA agents deal with at airports that we don't hear about. No telling what people, other than you always hear about drugs being smuggled, but
you would hate to think that happens on a regular basis.
You would think that people try to smuggle most anything you could think of, but smuggling finches and hair curlers, that's pretty.
How did that go down? Well, let's see what you got here, sir. You're going to need to come with us. Okay, can you tell us what this is? Oh, those are my birds and my hair color.
Well, I found a clip of a finch singing. Here it is.
It sounds like hip hop.
It's interesting.
Sounds like a doggy toy.
Yeah, it does.
Somebody's wanting to pay
toy.
money for that.
It's a little squeaking. Could you just imagine a I don't know, a group of finches just going at it, just singing at each other.
It's a sing-off.
Yeah.
Like and like one of the pink ladies, and then like the guys are in leather jackets with slick back hair.
That's right. I don't know
Like
if
a
you can
grease
slick. I don't
sort of
know
thing?
how much you can slick back a finch's feathers on top of its head, but
Well,
you know,
he's no John Travolta for sure.
absolutely not.
We don't have finches at the Concert Zone Square, but we have a piccolo player that's going to play in the Stars and Stripes Forever famous piccolo story song. It's not a finch, but it's a high pitched instrument for sure.
That'll be fun.
That's right.
Yes.
Well, when you can't have a finch, you have a piccolo, right?
That's right. And hey, what Google 94 piccolos, and you'll come up with a video that's got 94 piccoloists playing the playing the Stars and Stripes Forever. It's amazing.
Our final story here, but we got to pull that up too, Brendan. 94 piccolos. All right.
Totally.
Final story, quick story here. Recently Donald Trump recognized the sovereignty of Israel in that territory, and they have thanked him in quite a way. I don't know if you've heard about this or not, Brennan, but there's a 30-year-old settlement in Israeli-controlled Golan Heights, currently known as Bereshim, has a population of 10 people, mostly elderly immigrants from the former Soviet Union, about 12 miles from the border of Syria, surrounded by landmines and yellow grass. But Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet has agreed in principle to rename the community Trump Heights.
No.
Trump
My
Heights.
goodness, that's hilarious.
I will bet they will have a tower before long.
Yes.
A golden tower.
Absolutely.
That's Israel. Trump Heights, Israel. You can find an Airbnb online and go stay there and or wait for the tower to be built. But nonetheless, Donald Trump's got a city named after him in Israel. I don't know what other president has that. Do you?
I think I found the video of the piccolos.
Let's hear it.
Tell me if this is the right
You
one.
have to go to the Brandon. You have to go to the end of the video to see the 94 piccoloist play flautist.
Is
I
it
guess.
piccolists?
Well, I don't know.
Piccoloists?
A lot of people say flutist, but it's actually flautist. So I don't know
Flautist.
what a piccoloist.
Well, let's see. Is this? I don't know. Tell me if this is the piccolo.
That's correct. That is it.
Amazing.
I could do that.
Holly Alexander, our local piccoloist, is going to be playing that tomorrow night.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that'd be worth the ticket right
She
there.
does a great job, yes.
Folks, it's been fun.
Tidbits were interesting this morning for sure.
Go visit Trump Heights, Israel. It's a great place. 73 degrees. We're going to say goodbye to Facebook because we're going to play some copyright music to promote the show coming up tomorrow night. Concert on the square. Maybe on the square. Maybe at the plaza. We will find out soon enough. Back after this on Good Morning Live.
Spend your weekday afternoons learning the common sense way to handle your money. The Dave Ramsey Show on WCLU from 1 to 4 helps you deal with money management.